All right, getting set to start game 2 for the Rails in the Sauk Rapids B tournament. This afternoon's game, we're playing the Capitals at St. Paul. 15 minutes on the clock, first period about to start. Gray pushes it ahead and up out of the zone. Tony with a one-touch pass over to Brecken. He's in past the D, gets hooked, no call, tries to drag it around the goalie. Save. Net popped off a little. Just 30 ticks into the game. We got a shot on goal, line change for the Rails, and an offensive zone draw to the left of the Capitals goaltender. Draw one back by Declan. Miles on the shot, that misses the net. Garrett hustles over, holds the point, gets tipped away from him though. Declan will pick it up in neutral ice. Chip ahead, Ruxin in on sides. He sends this rink wide. Nobody home. Miles takes a look. That hits somebody on the bench. We'll get a neutral zone draw. Draw one by Declan. Miles with it. He's into the zone. He'll dump this near side corner. Will in behind, battling for it there. Capitals start out from behind their own net. Taken away by Declan in neutral ice. He bumped with Ruxin, and the Capitals take over. Dump down in. Wide of Jace. Sent ahead, held in. A couple of sticks crash with it. The Capitals still have it. Miles chips this one ahead. Will now has it. He tries to go rink wide. Does clear the zone. Rails looking for a line change. Capitals trying to capitalize on that. Shot from the circle, gloved and held onto. Jace sees his first puck on net. Finds it clearly. We've got 13:10 left in the first period. The draw was won by Declan. Sent ahead. Too far for Griffin. Capitals dump it in. Backhanded back out by Gray. The Capitals take it back in. Puck squirts to the high slot. Shot on net, gloved and held onto.
Let's go, Proctor!
Second on the draw here. It's won by the Capitals. Shot deflected. Bouncing around in the slot. Still battling for it. Matt will carry it to the wall. Max sends this out of the zone. Ahead, behind Brecken, but he does dump it in. Griffin will hustle for it. To the front of the net. Brecken with it. Backhand shot on net. Rebound. There's two shots. Covered up by the St. Paul goaltender. Offensive zone draw with 12-13 left in the first. Draw one by Declan. Bria puts a backhander on net. Again, Declan wins the draw over to Bria. Shoves it down into the corner. Puck squirts out front. Tony now has it. He circles. Backhander towards the slot, ends up in the corner. Bria, the first one on it there. Up to the point, intercepted. St. Paul will clear. Miles sends this one ahead off the wall. Bria hustling forward. Capital send it back in, send it back down. Garrett has it just inside the line. He skates forward, reaches the blue line. Down into the corner, still with the puck. Takes a look, around behind, centers, fanned on the shot. Shot from Bria off the goaltender. Held it at the point by Garrett. Capital's now clear. That's too far for everyone. Icing the indication. 11-11. Left in the first. Need to play some dinosaur pileup.
Let's go, Bree!
Brecken on the draw here for the Rails. He wins that over to Will. Will with the shot on net, gloved and held onto. We're going to reset, do it again. Brecken wins this draw. Will has it again. His backhander put on net. Clearing attempt held. Matt fires one on net. Goaltender's looking for it. Quick whistle. Puck was loose in the crease. Referee lost sight of it, blows the whistle, and we get another draw. Brecken over to Will, back to Matt. Shot, held onto.
Do it again, Mouse!
Brecken wins this one back to Matt. Matt takes a look. Fires off a shin pad. Matt has it on the half wall, dances around one. Down into the slot. Backhander wide of the net. Centered. Matt now, tips off his stick and out. Matt will circle at center ice, takes a look. Rink wide pass, deflected, gets to Ruxin into the zone. Will chips this into the corner. Will to Brecken behind the net. Centering attempt gets thwarted. Capital start out. St. Paul falls as they enter the zone. Puck does make it in. This shot goes wide. Up to the slots. Brecken swats at it. Does get it out. Capitals regroup. Send it ahead. Intercepted by Ruxin. He'll start the other way. Ruxin has it poke checked off his stick. Griffin to Miles. Miles carves hard. He's into the zone just onside. Stops. Fires from the top of the circle. Gloves. Drops. And he'll smother it. Great pressure early from the Rails. 9:42 left in the first. Draw one back by Declan. Shot hard from Garrett. Declan on the draw again. Puck bouncing around in the circle. Capitals do win it. Intercepted on the clearing attempt. Max will fire one in on net. That's gloved and held onto. A lot of offensive zone time so far for the Rails. Draw one by the Capitals. Clearing attempt held in by Miles. His shot gloved and held onto. Capitals have it in their own corner. Max thwarts a clearing attempt, but the Capitals have it back. They're through neutral ice. Down the near side wall, Garrett battling for it in the corner. Garrett over to Declan. Off the half wall, rinked wide, hits Max's stride. Max has got some space. It's onto the circle. Backhander doesn't quite make it in on net. Rimmed around, Garrett holds it at the point, shoves it ahead. Declan has it there. Declan, round one. Backhand centering attempt off the goaltender. Cleared out. Miles will regroup at his own blue line. He stops. Pass is intercepted, but he gets it back. Max jumps it ahead. Max chasing. Capitals send it back out. Rails trying to get back on sides. They'll dump it in. Held in by Max at the blue line. That hits the pylon on the corner of the bench and not a play. 8:13 left in the first. We got a neutral zone draw just outside the Capitals' end. Draw won by Brecken. Dumped in by Gray. Brecken putting a forecheck on there. Capitals looking to clear. Matt intercepts outside the line though. Surveys. Fans on the passing attempt. Back up to Brecken now. Brecken sidesteps one. He's into the zone on the far side. It's taken away as he enters. Capitals off the wall and all the way down. Icing waved off. Rails forced to play it. Mal picks this one up behind the net, stops and reverses. Off the wall to Tony. Tony up to Brecken and out. Brecken will dump it in from outside the blue line. That shot's on net and in. Brecken from beyond the blue line. Assist should go to Tony on that, I believe. Draw one by Declan, back to Matt. Matt into the zone, down to the slot, poke checked away. Declan fires a shot in on net, that's held on to. Draw one by the Capitals. Declan forces the puck in behind the net, though. Taken away there. Tony battling for it. Declan helping out. Capitals emerge. Dumped from the near side corner. Garrett has that one. Does well to hang on to it. He'll dump it past the defenders and into the zone. Garrett down into the corner chasing the puck. He stops. Battling still. Around behind for Garrett, up to the point to his D partner. Fired by Miles. Into the corner. Tony tries to center. That goes off the body. Miles holds the point. He fires this one in on net. Goaltender pushes it into the corner. Taken away now by Tony. He puts it back out front. Brio with the poke check. Doesn't quite get it on net. Garrett from the top of the circle fires this one behind. Declan to the crease. This gets partially cleared. Miles with a slap shot from the blue line. Hits a body. Capitals take this one in the corner. Try to dump it out. Miles holds it in temporarily, but the Capitals clear. Sent back in. Capitals regroup. They send it ahead. Garrett intercepts this one. Sidesteps one. He's bothered from behind. Still battling for it there. Eventually gets it into the zone. Squirts all the way across for Bria at the top of the circle. She'll fire a shot that misses. Declan off the wall, taken down. Garrett unable to hold the zone. Miles covering up, turns around. He's going to wire it over to Will on the far side. Will takes a look ahead. He's deflected off a player. Declan in, nobody in front of him. Lost control as he enters the zone. Battling for it in the near side corner. Declan dumped behind the net, no call. Out to the point, that skips over Matt's stick. He recovers. Protects the puck, sends it ahead from his own blue line off a skit. He'll go D to Grayson. Gray ahead to Ruxin. They're into the zone. Ruxin down to the slot by himself. Takes it away. Capitals start out with a head of steam. This one goes down towards the net. It's going wide. Jace will cover. 4:51 left in the first. Defensive zone draw to Jace's left, I believe. Draw one back by Brecken. Matt gets this ahead to Rux, tips it over to Declan, or to Brecken again. Brecken into the zone, and stick lifted. Shot from the circle, gloved and held onto. Way to battle through that to get the shot off for Brecken. Brecken on the draw. Won by the Capitals. Ruxin back to the point. Doesn't quite get it there. It's intercepted. Not able to thwart a head pass that would have put them in on a breakaway. Has the puck in the corner. Still battling. Up the wall. Held in. Shot. Deflected out front. Brecken has it. And he escapes the zone. 3-on-3 as they enter the zone. Over to Ruxin on top of the circle. Fired off a body. Clearing attempt does get there. Garrett will pick it up at center ice. Garrett all the way down into the corner with it. Sidesteps one, still has possession. Around behind the other side, still has it. Bottom of the circle, fires it into a body. Garrett in the zone, bumps. Has it, the top of the circle, fires over the net. Miles at the far point, pushes this one down to the corner. Brecken has it there. He looks out front, got Max. Max from the slot, hits a body, rebound, shoots. Oh, stick save on the diving play from the goaltender. Max with a yawning net, and the goaltender dives back to make that save. Ruxin pushes this one behind the net. Clearing attempt around the corner. Garrett has it at the circle. He'll fire. That's dropped out front. Gloved and held onto. Goaltender finds it. And the Rails are buzzing right now. 3:15 left in the first. Rails still have a 1-0 lead. Who shot that? I didn't see the shot. Declan on the draw. It's won by the Capitals. They're on behind the net. Capitals have it. They look to clear. And misses everybody. Garrett will pick it up and neutral ice and skate it back in. He fires from outside the blue line. On net. Far corner, Max hunting for it. This comes out near the net. Sent back around the far side. Declan sends it down the wall to Max. Max curls at the circle. Over to Garrett at the near point. Fires, glove, dropped, cleared to the corner. And we've got a delayed penalty here. Rails are going to go on the power play. Griffin was dumped behind the net. Let's see what the official call is. 2:21 left in the first. Draw one by Brecken over to Garrett. Garrett playing wing for the power play. Gets this over. Top of the circle. Pushed wide, still out battling out front. Will chips this one wide of the net after a shot on net. Back to Brecken in the circle. To the point for Miles. Back to Brecken. Will has it now behind the net. He stops. Back to Brecken in the corner. Up to the point. Miles had moved towards the middle, so that misses. 56 seconds left in the power play for the Rails. Miles circles his own net. He starts back out. They hustle. They're 3-on-2 with the trailer. Miles dumps it to Brecken. Brecken with a shot. That hits a body. Clears the zone. Gray covers up and neutral ice over to Brecken. Brecken tries to go back to Gray. That's intercepted. All the way across now. Garrett has it. Past everybody. He's in alone. Backhand shot. Save. Held on to by the goaltender. 21 seconds left in the power play. Minute 12 left in the period. The Rails are on the hunt. All right, so we've got Ruxin on the draw. He wins this back to Tony. Back to Matt. Matt will shoot from the point. Tipped and scored.
Let's go!
Who had the tip?
Way to go, boys! Ruxin tip from Matt.
13 from 98 and 9, I believe.
Let's go, Rails!
Draw won by Declan. Puck given away though.
Hits!
Power play goal for the Rails was the tip. Declan now with it behind the net, tries to sidestep, gets upended. Delayed call on the trip. Matt takes it away. He's 2-on-2 as he crosses central ice. He's got Brio with him. Round, carves hard, backhand shot. Pad saved and covered. Brecken wins this one over to Will. Will gets it to the slot. Backhand shot from Garrett saves.
Keep fanning too far, sorry.
Shot one. Shot from Will there. Puck cleared. All the way down. 7.2 seconds left on the clock. 1:10 left in the minor penalty for tripping to the Capitals. We'll get an offensive zone draw. Draw one by Brecken. Back to Miles at the point. Back to Brecken on the half wall. He shoots. That's tipped wide. And that ends the first period. Rails leading by 2 after 1. Got 1 minute on the clock. We'll step away just briefly. In 1:03 left on the power play as we start the second period. All right. Unmuted. All right. 15 minutes on the clock. Second period about to start. Rails still have 1:03 left on that power play. Draw was won by Ruxin. Rails into the zone. Cleared back out. Matt has it. He starts ahead. Down the wall. Takes a look as he gets to the corner. Sends it back to Ruxin in the circle. Sidesteps one. Sends it back across. Shot and scored. Griffin with the power play goal. Assists go to Ruxin and Matt.
Let's go Rails!
Rails capitalize on the power play now. Extend their lead to 3. Draw one back by Brecken, and then we get an offsides call. Brecken is set to take this draw again. That's won by the Capitals. Garrett poke checks this one away. Tony steps into it. Saucer pass up to Brecken. A 2-on-1 as they cross the line. Far side shot misses the net. Bria picks it up on the half wall. Still battling for it. Capitals have it in the corner. Poke checked away by Brecken. Capitals up the near side wall. Dump it. They regain. They'll start in. Near side corner, still in possession. Capitals run behind the net, back to the point. Shot, hits a body. Puck still squirts, bouncing around, comes into the circle. Tony pushes it ahead. Bria has it now. She loses possession, and the Capitals start back. Garrett able to take that one away and neutralize. Across the blue line with it, down into the slot. He's basically everybody. Backhander over the net. Brecken takes this one away as he crosses the blue line. Puck still loose. Tony chips it ahead, hits a body. Capitals into the zone. Near side to the dot. They send it back up to the point. Bria has it there and she starts out. The D were changing. Bria's 2-on-2 with Brecken as they cross the blue line. That shot is going wide, pushed in the corner by the goaltender. Capitals try to clear, stepped into it was Declan. He's in the high slot. He fires one wide of the net. Clearing attempt misses everybody, icing the indication. And with 12:37 left in the second period, we'll get an offensive zone draw for the Rails. Declan set to take this draw. He wins that over to Will. Shot quick on net. That was Ruxin on the shot. Declan wins this one over. Ruxin in the corner, skates into the slot. Backhand attempt from Will, doesn't go. Declan fires this around the corner. Gray pinches, backhands this one towards the net, it's intercepted. Capitals start back out. They look to go rink wide. Matt intercepts. Hands it to Ruxin, gets it into the zone. Will skates into it in the circle. Around behind, he's got his head up. Centers, off a body. Capitals are able to clear. Matt takes it away just outside the blue line, sends it ahead, gives it away. And the Capitals start back in again. Shot, gloved, and held on to. Rails with possession off the draw. Garrett around behind. Wins it to Miles, sends ahead. Squirts out of the zone. Max will give chase. Capitals have it. Chip ahead but held in. Max has it. Curls at the blue line. Shot from the high slot. It's deflected wide. Capitals with it again. Miles sends it back towards the line. Brecken forces it in. Capitals try to clear up the wall, taken away by Brecken. He'll shoot from the bottom of the circle. It goes off the knob of the stick. Another shot hits the post. Brecken tries to wrap around, doesn't quite make it out front. Capitals clear. High sticking is the call. Player played it behind the net with a high stick. Got a defense, got an offensive zone draw for the Rails with 10:40 left in the second. Won by the Capitals. They're able to get it out of the zone. Into the offensive zone for the Capitals. Garrett takes it away just up top the circle, and he starts back. 3-on-3 as they cross center ice. Poke check on the half wall. Griffin covers up. Back to the point for Declan. He fires that off the glass and around the corner. Capitals try to clear here. Declan takes it away on the half wall near side. Skates bottom of the circle, sends it. Shot attempt from Max. Another shot saved. That was off of Miles' stick. Back around behind the net. Stops, returns, wraparound attempts. I think the goalie did not get there in time. We're going to credit Declan with the goal. Draw one by the Capitals. Taken away by Bria, though. They're into the zone. She fires this one in on net. Matt has it at the point, sends it into the slot. Capitals take it away and exit. Shot, off the stick and in. Shot from the point, that went off the knob of Jace's stick and deflected into the zone. That probably would have gone wide otherwise. Draw one by the Capitals. Taken away by Gray right away, though. Go. Into the zone. Centered. Shot and scored. Gray on the goal mouth on the assist from Brecken. Brecken wins the draw back to Miles. Capitals take it away, dump it into the zone. Garrett has it in the near side corner. Garrett sidesteps to the forechecker there. He's out of the zone. Crosses center ice, still has possession, weaves to the middle. Into the zone on the far side wall. He'll shoot from the wall, gloved and held onto. One face-off from Declan. That shot goes wide. Will in behind the net. Over to Rocks, he sends it out front, nobody home. Capitals will start out. He's 1-on-3 as he crosses, taken away by Garrett. He dumps it back in once it crosses the red line. Will into the near side corner looking for it. He's got Ruxin with him. Capitals have it. To the point, tipped, held in by Garrett. He fires in and on net. That's kick save. Shot from Will hits the goaltender. And he'll cover up. 7:51 left in the second period. The Rails ahead by 4, a 5-1 lead. Declan on the draw here. Wins this over to Will. Matt shot from the point, whistles wide. Gray holds the point at the half wall. Capitals take it away, and they start back out. Matt near side tips it ahead. It's given away. Capitals will clear off the far side. Not enough for icing. Gray forced to play it. He clears the zone. Capitals still off. Just back on sides on that dump in. Actually not. Offside's the indication on... Oh, the puck was fired out of play. That's what happened. Apologies. Bracken on the draw outside the zone. Won by the Capitals. Bracken takes it away, clears the zone. Little hack from Bracken there, no call. Drop pass down into the circle. That's taken away by Griffin. Capitals still have it, send it out front. Declan has it there, Gray has it. He clears it all the way down, puck on end. Won't make it for icing. Capitals send it ahead, intercepted by Max, holds the zone temporarily. Puck does come out. Offsides as Griffin was in the far face-off circle. We'll get a line change and a neutral zone draw just outside the Capitals end with 6:45 left in the second. Draw one by the Capitals. Taken away by Bracken, though. He's down into the slot, loses possession. Max has it in the corner. Comes out front, fires that through the crease. Garrett will step up from the point. He fires that off Griffin. Miles covers up that far side point. Sends it down into the slot, taken away by the Capitals. St. Paul around behind their own net. Up ahead, tipped off of Max. Miles fires this one down alongside the net. Off the glass, Miles holds the point. He fires this off a shin pad back into the corner. Miles at the top of the circle, fires this one. That hits a body and squirts to the far wall. Garrett, one-timer from the wall. Tipped just through the crease, doesn't end up on net. Bracken to the point, Miles with a shot. That gets on net, gloved and held onto. And 5:46 left in the second period. We'll get another offensive zone draw for the Rails. Draw one by the Capitals. To the line and out. Good back check from Tony, not to disrupt the play. Matt has it on the half wall, sends it ahead to Bria. She's able to get it out of the zone. She sidesteps the pinching defender. She's into the zone. Fires this one down towards the net. It's on net. Gloved and held onto. It's a shot from Bria. And we'll get another offensive zone drop for the Rails. Second one. That'll be Roxon from Bracken and Will for the sixth goal of the game for the Rails.
Woo woo! Let's go, Proctor!
Draw one by the Capitals. Battling along the half wall there. Will takes it away, squirts free, and the Capitals are out of the zone. Offsides at the line. Draw one by the Capitals again. Long shot from neutral ice will be saved. .308 left in the second period. We'll get a defensive zone draw for the Rails here. Capitals win that one. Back to the point. Dumps it into the corner. Squirts out front. Swatted away by Jace. Clears his own garbage. Sends ahead just too far for Max. I think that's going to go for icing. It will indeed. 2:50 remain in the second period. We'll get a defensive zone draw after the icing call. Draw one by the Capitals. Shot doesn't make it to the net. Cleared by Matt, but it comes back in off sides. 2:39 left in the second. We'll get a neutral zone draw this time. Capitals have it off the draw. They're on behind. Gray picks that up. Battling for it near side corner. Dumps back in behind again. Capitals send it up towards the net. That goes right through the crease. Max has it. He pushes that off the wall. He gets it out. Max and Griff are 2-on-1 as they cross neutral ice. Down to the bottom of the circle, he curls. Still has possession in the corner. Defender draped all over him. Still has it, comes near side, stick lift.